Oh, I'm a little turtle, and this is the BYG show.
Dylan, who was that?
I don't know, man.
Was that our assistant?
It was Tony.
Oh, Tony, yeah.
The turtle.
Oh,
Not Roberts.
I thought that was him.
No. Yes. Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to the BYG show. Man, I don't know why I'm so tired from running from there to here, but I am. Man, how has quarantine been treating you, Mark?
Well, it's getting a little boring. It just seems like everything I do, I've already done it so many times.
Yeah.
Except for reading 1 Samuel, it's always new to me.
Always read 1 Samuel. Anyways, guys, we have an amazing show for you today, but let's go ahead and get to what you guys know is happening on this show. It is time for a segment of Bored at Home. Now, in this Bored at Home segment, it's a special one. We have nothing prepared to show you what to do when you're bored at home. You guys have done it. You've sent in your videos, so let's take a look at what you guys like to do when you are bored at home.
Hey guys, this is what I do when I'm bored at home. Boom.
During quarantine, one of the things I like to do to pass the time is to bake. So today I'm baking sugar cookies.
Alright, so what's up guys, it's Griffin here. I am about to do some stuff for the segment Bored at Home for the BYG show. So yeah.
Hey guys, so something that we've been doing a lot while we're bored and we have nothing to do is playing wiffle ball. So I'll show you guys our team name. Okay, so me, Coleman, and George are the Muffin Men and Annie, parentheses, and Max and Hayes are the Angry and Drunk Dwarfs. And as you can see, our season has not been going very well. This is game 7 of our World Series, and currently we are 1-5. So, thank you.
Perfect.
It all started when Corona met virus, and they fell in love, and they had me.
Hi, I'm Quaratine, and your life, it's pretty boring. For those of y'all who don't know me, I'm Caroline. Excuse the way I look. This is what 4 weeks of quarantine will do to you with nothing to do. So today, I'm going to teach you some things you can do when you're at home. Okay, so the first thing to do when you're bored at home, as y'all know, Easter's coming up this next Sunday. So if you have any eggs left over, or if you have the ingredients to do it, you can dye some eggs. So if you don't know how to make egg dye, it's vinegar, water, and food dye, I guess. And, right?
Yes.
Okay, and so you could just dye your eggs for Easter.
These are my eggs. I bought some kits off Walmart.com. I did not go anywhere, but they're pretty cool. So if you want to do that, you can. Option number 2 for bored at home. Watch a movie outside with your family. Or if you can't do that, you can start a fire in your backyard and sit around it like a campfire. This is our campfire. It got pretty hot and I almost burned the bottom of my boots, so be careful, please. Don't do that by yourself, by the way. Make sure you get a parent. Take it from me.
Option number 3, you can walk your dog.
It's time for some bloopers. You ever get so incredibly bored and you just don't know what to do with your life?
So, like, should I say, like, Easter's coming up, you know? And, like, if you have eggs and all this stuff to do it, you can die.
Don't say that. You want a flower? You want a flower? What? Oh!
Welcome back to the BYG show. I have my toilet paper and my hand sanitizer. You know, I have to stay safe from corona and 6 feet distancing. Okay, so we're going to be doing rank 'em today. Dylan and Mark have been doing it fast food. So I'm going to do that. Number 5, Dairy Queen. They're pretty good. Number 4, Sonic. They say they're fast. They're not. Number 3, Chick-fil-A. Pretty good. Number 2, Brahms. It's in Oklahoma. It has very good ice cream. You should go. Number 1, Zaxby's, my all-time favorite. They have good drinks, all of that stuff. Back to you, Mark and Dylan.
Thanks so much for sending us your clips, guys. Really love seeing y'all do all that.
It was great. Thank you so much. We plan on doing it again in the future,
Oh, yeah.
so go ahead and start filming some other things you like to do when you're bored at home. Get creative, as like you saw. But man, thank you guys for sending those in. Mark, it's time for our next segment. I'm excited about this one.
Well, following that creativity, we're going into our next segment of Mashup.
All right, guys, we are here for our segment Mashup. We're not eating this. We're kicking things off by taking care of ourselves. Mark, here you go. Here you go. Yes. It takes us so long to put this on. But as you can see, we have a lot of stuff in front of us today. We're not going to only mash up something that we eat. We're going to mash up something that we drink as well. So what we have for you, I'm ready for you to... I brought this to the table.
I want you to explain this to me.
You were like, no. So a mashup that I love. I've tried this mashup.
Okay.
Oh, well, one of them. I've not tried the other one. I've tried Skittles and peanut butter. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a graham cracker, put a little peanut butter on it, put some Skittles on it, eat it. I promise you it is a delicious mashup. You'll like it. People will freak out at first,
like Skittles,
but you'll like it.
I like peanut butter.
Now, the thing that I'm pretty sure is going to be terrible, we're going to mash up a beautiful chocolate Nesquik. All right, get that thing stirred and ready. With some orange juice. We're going to mix these together and see what it tastes.
They're pH opposites.
Is this the chocolate orange? Have you heard of the chocolate orange?
I actually really like chocolate orange, but I've never tried chocolate orange milk.
Yep, here we go. Also, graham crackers are underrated snacks. Have you ever just eaten graham crackers straight?
Yes.
It's amazing.
They're cinnamon most of the time.
Boom. All right.
I'm kind of scared.
Oh man, you guys.
I feel like I'm gonna blow something up just pouring this out.
Now, I will say this. If we don't like this, I know someone who would, and that is Nala. My dog would absolutely love peanut butter. Oh no! No, it looks terrible. I'm sorry for whatever happens to you.
Don't say that.
Skitties.
Here, to wash it down, Dylan.
You won't want to wash it down because it's going to be delicious, but then we got that. That's going to be the worst thing, so.
See, I'm excited for this. This I am not. But it's milk.
Yeah. All right, without further ado, let's see if this mashup is any good. Skittles and peanut butter. Cheers, sir. Let's go. No?
Mm-mm.
You're not a fan?
Mm-mm.
No, Mark.
Mm.
Let me say, I like it.
I mean,
I think I have some bad Skittles. They're kind of hard.
they are rather hard.
Weird.
I don't know. The graham cracker's good. The peanut butter's good. And you just get blasted by sugar coating of Skittle. I can't even chew it.
All right. I have my
Not
own
bad.
bite. That's pretty good.
You know,
It's pretty good, man. I think it's a pretty good mashup. It's not the best mashup. Not by no means. It's no peanut butter and chocolate.
4 out of 10.
4 out of 10 for you? Okay. When you first poured it,
It
looked terrible.
It looked so bad. It's looked better now. It's just chocolate milk.
The nastiness on the side.
It's just chocolate
Sugar
milk.
up. Cheers. I
Bottoms
All right.
up.
That was so weird.
I don't know what I'm tasting.
Oh, it's so weird. What?
You going again? It's gotta finish it out.
It doesn't know what to do.
Yeah.
It doesn't know what to do.
It's like you're tasting them separately and not matched
I
together.
know. It's like one second you're like orange juice, chocolate
Chocolate
milk.
milk.
It just goes back and forth. Oh, that's a 2. A 1er? It's not good by any means. That should never happen again.
One is revolting. I'd give it like 2.
Give it a 2? It's pretty much like I don't want to ever do that again.
It's not good.
That should have never happened.
It's
It's against the laws of man.
It's against the laws.
It's like all those dogs that we've made. We like crossbred dogs. This is basically one of those. Those should have never happened. They all like died.
I don't know how to think of it.
Oh, well, guys, this has been this segment of Mashup. We hope you enjoyed it. We're going to now go into our walk with God.
I'm gonna go cleanse my mouth.
When we walk with the Lord.
All right, everyone. Today for our walk with God, as you know, it is Easter week. So I wanted to look at the time when Jesus is on his way to Jerusalem. So he's on his way to Jerusalem, knowing what's going to happen. And you'd be like, no, he didn't know. Well, look with me real quick. Go to the book of Matthew 20, verses 17 through 19. Read this. As Jesus was going up to Jerusalem, all right, he was going on his way, he took the 12 disciples aside privately and told them what was going to happen to him. He said, listen, we're going up to Jerusalem where the Son of Man will be betrayed to the leading priests and the teachers of religious law. They will sentence him to die. Then they will hand him over to the Romans to be mocked, flogged with the whip, and crucified. But on the 3rd day, he will be raised from the dead. And so you see that Jesus is going in, like choosing to go into Jerusalem, knowing all this is about to go down. And he's taking his 12 aside and he's trying to prepare them for it. We obviously, if you read on, they don't handle it too well, but they handle it like anyone really would.
Mm-hmm.
But Jesus, I want to look at him here as he's going into this tough situation, knowing what's going to happen to him, and he still goes through with it. We continue to read on about all that he does when he's there, and I love how he's like, all this bad is going to happen, but he's like, but there's always the but. Yes, we're going to go through this rough patch, but I'm going to be raised on the 3rd day. I'm going to be raised again. And I think that we, in life, what's amazing is we have this promise from God that we will have victory in the end, that we are forgiven, that we will spend that time with him, and all will be right when he comes back, when Christ comes back. And we have that hope. And there might be rough things in the meantime. There might be quarantines and illness. There might be natural disasters like tornadoes and things. There might be rough patches in the meantime, but we know the final outcome. We know in the end there is victory. And like Jesus here, he knew there were rough patches ahead, but he also knew the very end. And he put his trust in God that he would rise again. And so I think, because he had the fear of death like all of us, but he had that true hope. He's like, but I know beyond that, I'm going to rise again, and God has got me. And so I think that's just, as we look at our King and how he approached the sufferings of life that none of us have ever had, that kind of suffering. that we can have the same demeanor with the bumps ahead of us. We know that in life, bad things are going to happen, right? They've happened. Obviously, we're in kind of a rough time now, but we know there's probably plenty more in the future that's going to happen to each of us individually as well. And just know that, yes, these things might come along the way, but I know the final outcome, and I know victory is ahead of me overall. I have victory. And so I think that's something we could take here from Christ as he was going on his way to Jerusalem. You got anything you want to add, Mark?
Just a couple of things. Like, the fact that he had the strength and just that, like I mentioned before, just the passion to go on, that he knew that his goal, like you said, like he was going to be risen again, but also that his goal in mind was to save everybody, the love that he had for us. Because, I can barely go into the dentist knowing I'm going to, it's like I know that pain's coming. I'm like, you know what, maybe I lose my teeth. But, yeah. But it's like, just seeing him go through it and seeing him be strong through it is just really, it's like inspiring to me to see his character come out in that moment. So
yeah, definitely the it really helps you realize the sacrifice. Like he was like, I'm doing it for the people though. I'm doing it for everybody, for you guys, for you. I'm doing it for you. That's awesome. Man. Well, guys, hope you enjoyed that segment for your walk with God. Continue if you want to just start right there and read on about Jesus's final days while on earth and what he did. Especially in the book of John, his very last few lessons to his disciples. It's kind of a hint to future lessons. Look at that as well. But thank you guys for tuning in today.
Oh, yeah.
We hope you enjoyed it. We hope you enjoyed a little mashup segment. I'm going to tell you, it's in my stomach. I feel it inside of me. That's the weirdest part.
Just churning.
Just milk and orange juice, trying to figure out what to do.
Each other.
Which one's going to take control here? But man, hope you guys enjoyed the show. Mark, is there anything going on? I do know this is Wednesday, so tomorrow there's some Zoom Hangouts.
Oh yeah.
So I need to be looking for those, ID codes and passwords that be sent through email and through the specific text messages. If you need to know, just text me. There's Zoom Hangouts coming soon. Don't miss the ones this week. Trust me.
I missed the last one, but I'll try to be there this time.
You're there this time? All right, guys. Well, that's the end of our show. We hope you enjoyed it. If you liked it, like it, comment what you want to see us do in the future. And if you haven't, subscribe. Well, guys, we love you. God loves you. And there's nothing you can do to change that. Have a great day.
Have a good day. Have a great day. Or a good night.
Whenever you're watching this.
Good morning.